to my YouTube channel, or welcome if you're new. Today we're going to be doing a fun little project. We're going to be making acrylic Christmas ornaments. So these are really fun to make. I actually sell them in my shop and they're one of my best sellers. So I thought I'd go ahead and do a little tutorial of how I make them. These are really great for the holidays, perfect to put a modern spin on your Christmas tree, and then also really fun to make with the kids. These could be perfect gifts as well. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We'll start with going through the supplies to make sure you have everything that you need. The first thing you'll need are some acrylic blanks. These are 4-inch acrylic circles with a tiny hole at the top there. I get these on Amazon. I buy them in bulk because I sell them in my business. But if you just want a smaller set for your family or for your Christmas tree, you can buy smaller sets on Amazon as well. These are 4 inches and 1/8 of an inch thick. I will link them down below for you guys. Next thing you'll need is some type of paint. I just have red paint here. We are going to be doing a clear option and a painted option today, so you will need some type of paint for the painted option if you would like to go that route. You also need a foam paintbrush, something to put your paint in. I just have this little container here. A squeegee for getting the vinyl onto the acrylic blank. Some weeding tools as well. Scissors. Some vinyl too. I am using matte white. Ribbon to hang your ornaments. Polycrylic to seal the back of the ornament after it's painted. This is not a mandatory step, but if you plan on using these ornaments for years to come, you're going to want to seal the back of it so that the paint does not chip off in any way. You'll also need some type of transfer tape to transfer the vinyl onto the acrylic blanks. And you will need a cutting mat to use inside of your cutting machine to cut the vinyl. Today I will also be using the Cricut Maker to cut my vinyl lettering. Alright, here we are inside of the Cricut software. We're going to go ahead and get a circle to represent the ornament. We're going to make it 4 inches, and then I like to make it white just to have a blank backdrop to work with. Now we're going to type in our name that's going to go on the ornament and choose the font that we'd like. And then we're going to get the sizing right. So I also went down there and clicked weld. You kind of can't see that on the screen, but on the far right bottom side is the weld button. For any script fonts, you want to be sure to click that weld button every time to make sure that your lettering will be cut all in one piece. Here I am doing the next name here. I'm going to use a different font. I went down and welded that one as well. And then we're going to get the sizing right. So I like to stick between 2.5 inches and 3 inches for these 4-inch ornaments. I think that sizing usually just looks the best. Now I'm going to go in and do the other 2 names, and then we will be ready to move on to the next step. Now we're going to go ahead and hide that circle and position our names in the place that we would like them to cut in on the vinyl in the Cricut Maker. We're going to attach all of them together. Now we're going to position the attached names into the right spot on the mat here. That will match our physical mat that we have with our vinyl attached. Go ahead and click the settings we need, and then we'll send it over to the Cricut. Now we're going to go ahead and remove our vinyl piece from our cutting mat, and we're going to cut the names out separately so we can go ahead and weed them. Now we're going to go ahead and weed out the letters. This means we're just going to leave behind the names and peel away the excess vinyl. Now we're going to go ahead and grab a piece of transfer tape. We're going to put the names face down, meaning the vinyl's touching the sticky side of the transfer tape, and then we're going to go ahead and cut those names out. Next, we're going to use our squeegee to really adhere the vinyl lettering to the transfer tape. Our next step is to prepare our acrylic blanks for the vinyl lettering. So here I am just peeling back that protective cover that comes on all acrylic pieces. There's a piece of this clear coating on each side of the acrylic, so you're going to want to peel that off of both sides. I'm just doing one side right now, and then I'll peel the other side later on. For this, I just use the pointy end of my weeding tool. Now we're going to go ahead and put the vinyl lettering onto the acrylic pieces. For this step, I like to use my self-healing Cricut mat just to line everything up perfectly. You could also use the grid lines on your cutting mat as well. Alright guys, now that we have all of the vinyl cut and weeded and the names placed onto the acrylic, we're going to go ahead and start with the painting. So the three that have the same font, these three here, we're going to go ahead and paint the back of these red. So the front is where we put the vinyl decal with the name, and on the back we're going to go ahead and paint that side. So for this one, we're going to leave it clear. This one that says Taylor, we're going to leave this one clear just so we can see that option, and then we'll go ahead and paint the other three now. Here I am just peeling off the other piece of clear coat that's on the other side of the acrylic. With the painting process, you can really just have fun with it. It doesn't have to be perfect. Really make it your own, make it unique, and make every piece look different. Alright, so now that we have those painted, we're going to go ahead and let them dry, and then we will come back in and do the clear coat on the ones that we painted, and then we will get the ribbons put on them and they will be all done. This is such an easy and simple project, something that you can do with your kids and even give as gifts. Like I said before, even at the end I'll show a little bit of the packaging and how I actually package the ornaments. That way if you wanted to give them as gifts, it shows you a safe way to package them so they won't get damaged. Alright, a little bit of time has passed and these ornaments are now dry, so now we're going to go ahead and do the polycrylic, which is the clear coating on the back of the ornament. You can buy polycrylic at Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Lowe's, and Home Depot. I believe Amazon sells it as well. While that dries, we're going to go ahead and cut our ribbons. I like to cut the ribbon about 1.5 inches long. A little more time has passed and the polycrylic is dry. So now we're going to go ahead and put our ribbons onto our ornaments. And here is our finished product. I just love how these turned out. I am really loving this red and green. I think it is so festive and so beautiful. You could also use these as stocking tags, which is the cutest idea ever. I'm definitely going to be making some more for my family. Here I just have a piece of 6.5 by 4.5 cardstock paper. I punched a little hole there and I'm going to go ahead and feed the ribbon through. This is how I package and ship my ornaments. If you do plan to give these out as gifts, this is the perfect way to package them, that way they won't get scratched. I just use a 6x9 cello bag for this. I will put the ornament inside and then I'll fold over the edge and tape it, and then it'll fit more snug. Alright you guys, we are all done. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up before you go. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!